Welcome to Therapist A, where licensed professionals talk mental health, make mildly inappropriate jokes, and overshare just enough to keep things interesting and our licenses intact. Brought to you by Full Circle Therapy and Inner Wellness Therapeutic Services, and produced by me, Liz. Disclaimer, yes, we're real therapists, and yes, some of our clients listen, but this podcast, still not therapy. It's for education, entertainment, and a bit of chaos. So keep your weekly appointments and enjoy the show. Now, let's get into today's episode.
And welcome back to another episode of Therapist A. I'm your host, Mel.
And I'm your other host, Liz.
And I'm your co-host, Barry.
I think that's the most excited you've ever sounded.
It's because I'm trying to hurry up and put my mic in front of my face.
That was a good one.
Just isn't working for me. All right, cool. I'm glad that was good. Just record that and play it every time.
Every time.
There we go.
Okay, so we have shrink wrap. Ready for shrink wrap? I'll go first. So I got feedback from Mom. Drum roll, please. So she said that I was 100% correct. 100% correct. About the fact
the fact that your dad was just an escape from another guy.
Yes.
No.
Do we have to
Does your
call
dad
her
listen?
again?
Does your dad listen?
He does not listen, but he was right there. He was sitting right next to her yesterday when I brought this up. Okay. And I wrote down notes because I was like, they're never going to believe me. So I wrote down notes.
Okay.
And I wrote, number one, Mel was 100% right. That's what she said.
Of course, that is the number one.
Of course.
No.
Number two, after an hour, love in an hour, she realized she couldn't marry the guy, not because she wanted to marry Dad, but because she realized Dad's personality was so much better than her fiance, and that if she could be into this guy so quickly, then she shouldn't marry the other one.
That's a pretty good thought.
Number three, she was never serious about Dad until 2 to 3 months into dating him. She said this in front of him. That's why I feel so confident sharing this with the world. It was a way out of the engagement at first. Absolutely 100%, end quote. But was totally infatuated with him, not love. Mel was right. Thank you very much. I rest my case. Mic drop.
I don't really have anything to say to this.
I left you both speechless.
It just ruins the whole premise of the last episode, which was Liz saying, that's how Mom and Dad, you know what I mean? And now it's like, never mind.
Turns out that Mel's psychoanalysis of the situation, correct.
Okay. So, love is not at first sight.
Love is not at first sight.
Or you can't fall in love at first sight. So sorry, listeners, if last week we gave you some...
Well, we said in 60 minutes.
Yeah, we said an hour.
And that was you and Eddie. And
love it an hour.
are we going to find out that wasn't true either? Do you have notes on Eddie?
No.
Right now?
Not. No.
Was Eddie like, let me correct you?
No.
Oh, yeah. Did Eddie listen? No, he did
That's
not.
a no. Eddie did not.
Oh, no. All right. Well, that's my shrink
Eddie
wrap.
doesn't get a super fan sticker.
No.
That is correct.
Eddie is not getting a super fan sticker.
No.
Right.
I just got an email that they were shipped.
Yeah, mine too.
Yay.
Well, so let's tell our listeners what we did.
Okay. Go. I shared my shrink wrap. I'll let somebody else go.
So we were able to make stickers.
Wow.
So we have super fan stickers and
Therapist Say stickers.
yeah.
So exciting.
Yeah, we're very excited about it.
And if you're a super fan, you will be getting a super fan.
As defined in the last episode. And there's going to be a quiz. You have to pass
Yes.
in order to be a super fan.
That is accurate information.
To get a super special super fan.
We haven't
sticker.
developed the quiz questions yet, but
No.
I will do that.
Yes.
Yes, that'll be your
as
job.
the professor.
I'll try to make them easy questions.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
This is our 8th episode.
Wow.
Look at us
I know.
on our way to stardom.
On our way to fame.
We sure are.
Yep.
Um,
Still not comedians.
Anything else for shrink wrap?
What, we don't have any notes
Stickers.
from your children?
Yeah,
this week?
They
There
just
was
said that
something.
they will pass on me arranging marriages for them.
Oh,
Matchmaker.
Right.
yeah.
They will pass on that.
Oh, okay.
But thank you for offering, I think is what they said.
Very
Oh,
kind.
okay.
Yeah.
That was kind.
Yeah.
Kind of them.
I mean, I just see it as you are an anomaly, Liz, because you would trust your mom and sister.
Actually, my mother text message to me at 10 at night when she finished that episode was, "I can't believe Barry doesn't know you, that that you wouldn't trust me and your sister to matchmake."
You don't know us well enough.
Yep.
I think it's just projection on my part because I wouldn't trust anyone to pick a match for me from my blind dates. As I said, like
Yeah.
the blind dates I've had way in the past were awful.
Awful.
Or there was just no chemistry. Even people that I thought,
Uh-huh.
like you guys talked about the pods and even people I met online, let's say when dating, like when I was on dating sites years and years ago, and you would think you have like a great dialogue going, and then I would meet them and there was nothing, like just dead fish, like I don't know, like nothing. It's not that I don't know you and how you trust your
I
mom and
know.
sister as much as I would never trust anyone, and I wouldn't want anyone to trust me to do that.
I see.
Like my kids do not have faith in me picking a partner for them, which as it should be, in my opinion. Like they shouldn't have faith in that because, holy shit, like I don't know, I can't imagine that honestly.
I think it would be so fun.
I remember I have something I need to fix. So from last episode, I couldn't remember the name of that show that I really like. And I kept saying Love at First Sight, but no, it's called Married at First Sight. And it was actually on Lifetime.
Oh, sounds like a Lifetime show.
I hate that channel with
Yeah.
a passion.
I feel like this is the first time we don't get in trouble with your children.
We
This
got
time?
in trouble before?
I mean,
For the Yalom stuff,
yeah.
you guys said
Oh,
you're
like
disappointed
Yeah.
in them.
oh,
And
like
they
in
had
shrink
actually
wrap, we don't have
tried.
to apologize to them
yeah.
today.
This is like a first.
I don't think it's a first.
No, it's not a first.
Right. I don't think it's a first.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else in shrink wrap?
We're gonna have a meet and greet.
Oh yes, there has been request.
To meet little old us.
Yes,
Yeah. So we're gonna do that.
we're gonna do a meet and greet.
We're gonna try to figure that out. We're working on it
Yeah,
before we went on the air.
for the super fans
Yep.
Only.
only.
Oh, super fans only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must pass the quiz,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you have to come with your sticker.
Yeah.
No, instead of
yeah.
hi, hello, this is my name, we're gonna pass out super fan stickers.
Right. We'll mail them to you, and you have to wear it when you come.
Yes,
Not wear it, but because
Yes.
stickers, you don't wear the sticker.
they could put it on their
Yeah.
water bottle.
Yeah, or something like that.
I must be present with you. The
Yeah,
sticker.
just bring it with you.
That's your how to get in.
Yeah.
It's a ticket. It's their
That's
ticket.
your ticket.
That's your
Yeah.
ticket.
Their golden ticket.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Okay, are we gonna get
Wow,
into
we're
our
getting into this
quiz?
fast. This is the shortest
It's
introduction until we get to the
we don't have
topic
anything
ever.
else?
This is the shortest ever.
Well, actually, my mom did give some critique, and she said that last episode we spent too long in shrink wrap.
Oh, so
And-
that's why we're moving on so fast.
Well, in our defense, I did say that we had to pick out the name,
right.
Yeah.
and so that took us a while to do on air. But she said she was eager to get into
Oh
the episode.
no! Actually, my mom was gonna try to be our hate commenter. She said she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave a comment. I'm gonna leave a comment and write how long you guys took." And I was like,
Yeah.
"So you're gonna be our negative review,
Yeah.
our
Wow.
mother?" And I had to stop her because she was like whipping out
Why?
her phone.
She can't leave a negative comment. Why is that bad?
I'd rather not. No.
She's our mom.
She's
She
our
should say
mom.
nice and positive things about us.
True. I guess that wouldn't help our ratings or whatever we're doing.
Or maybe it would, because it would help with engagement, even if it's negative.
Yeah. Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, so
So
maybe
they
she
say.
should have.
Yeah.
Unless you get canceled.
Oh, no,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
no. We're trying not to do that.
All right.
We're going strong so far.
Yeah. I know.
All right. I'm really nervous for my question. I did ask a few super fans.
Oh, Oh, you did.
Yes.
Did you give them options?
No.
Oh.
No.
You just said, "Hey, do you like this question?"
Yes, that is what I did.
Okay.
So
And you didn't use Chat GPT?
no.
Oh, I forgot. The one thing you guys told me to say in shrink wrap.
What was it?
I forgot that I was very nice to Stephanie today.
Oh my
that
God!
I've
How
been-
did we almost
Like,
forget?
I came in and I was like, "Hey, Stephanie, how are you?" And I was smiling and I was like as nice as I could be. And after a couple minutes, she was like, "Please stop being nice to me." Because I guess it feels disingenuous, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I did have one other piece of feedback about like the one sticker we're getting with the three of us. I showed it to a friend of mine and he was like, "That doesn't look like you because it looks too approachable." Like it looks too nice, too soft.
Your little sticker
Yeah.
man.
And then I showed him the picture and I was like, "See, look at the picture. You look like you murder people." And this does not look that way.
Well, that's why it's a sticker.
Right? I know, but you guys, whoever did that did not
Wow.
accurately represent me, apparently.
Well, it was ChatGPT.
You made me nicer. You made me
that's
seem
how
nicer.
she views you.
Yeah,
That's how
probably.
I
'cause
see
she's
you.
She's very positive.
And
That's actually hysterical because Liz tried to do like a revamp of the sticker and you look super mean in her sticker.
That's
Show it right
oh
now.
my goodness.
That's so
that's
accurate.
excellent though. That's
Oh my God, we need to
excellent.
show the camera. Oh, literally
I don't have my
murder.
glasses. Holy shit! I look psycho.
I wonder if our viewers
You can't
can see
zoom
it.
in on. They can zoom in.
That
I'll add
that's
a
terrifying.
I'll add the video.
Terrifying.
Wow.
Well,
Well, maybe that's more accurate though. That should have been the sticker.
No, I love our sticker.
Yeah, but I look
Cute.
approachable. All right, that's it for sure.
all right. So that leads me to my question.
Right.
Oh, it leads you to your question?
Can your mom let us know if we were under time?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
she
was
can
this
leave,
quick
she can,
enough?
She can leave a comment.
Was this quick enough?
Yeah, she can leave a hate
Was this
comment.
a quick enough shrink wrap?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Did you guys know that 1 in 25 people meet criteria for sociopath?
I am so excited about this question.
That's not my question.
Well, I know you're going where you're
Well,
going with this.
First off, I did not know that. And where are you getting this statistic? Because I don't believe it.
What is it?
either.
1 in what?
25.
That's accurate.
That's a 1 in
I
25.
think I told you that in when I was reading the book
is
Sociopath.
4%.
So that
That's
means
4%.
in this room right now, in this building, we have
Oh, in the
one-
building.
I was like in this room.
in this office where we record at Full Circle Therapy, and there right now there's 27 people walking around. Actually more, because people with clients.
So there's at least one sociopath.
at
is
least
what you're saying.
one. So
Well,
one-
no. If everyone that works here had a client at this moment,
Yes.
there would be 2.
there would be 2.
Right.
Yeah. So that leads me to my question. What actually defines a sociopath, and how does that differ from the way and the term, because sociopath is a term in pop culture, and how does that differ from pop culture?
Like, how does the diagnosis of sociopath
Yeah.
differ from?
So I think there's a lot of
So this is a quiz.
I feel like I'm ready to
Like
answer
what-
this question.
All right, you go for it.
you
'cause-
seem really excited.
I'm so excited.
I
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I'm very excited.
I
Are
thought-
you excited about this
you
question?
seem
Do
like
you
you're
hate?
not.
Do you
You
hate
hate
this
it.
question?
I don't love it.
Oh, you're so
I don't
honest
love
to me.
it. Right.
Yeah.
Because I've forgotten the difference between psychopath
Oh,
and
no
sociopath.
problem. I did
You
research.
have it?
Not worry.
I did.
Well, it's great when you do the research before the question, so we look like idiots and you look like a genius. Excellent. Please share the difference between sociopath and psychopath.
Yeah, that's important.
I have notes. Okay.
All right.
So,
While we wait, let me share with you the trajectory of someone who ends up being diagnosed a sociopath or a psychopath. So it starts off with oppositional defiant disorder. They always meet criteria for oppositional defiant disorder when they're children. right? Some characteristics of someone with oppositional defiant disorder is someone who doesn't really follow rules, has a problem with authority, probably goes on top of the roof of their house to scare their little siblings and stomp around and pretend like they're a monster,
Cut the electricity.
cut the lights, scare them.
Put cookie crumbs on their face and have the dog lick them off.
100%. Which then leads me to conduct disorder. So then once oppositional defiant disorder isn't really addressed and treated, okay, then it could turn into conduct disorder. And someone with conduct disorder is lighting things on fire, hurting animals. Those are the two main ones that stick out in my head, but getting in trouble with the law usually. And then from conduct disorder, it becomes antisocial personality disorder.
Oppositional defiant disorder, conduct disorder. Those are children diagnoses.
Yes.
And then antisocial personality disorder is the adult diagnosis with a lot of the same criteria, right? They take a lot of risks. They're bad with money. They borrow money and don't pay it back. They take risks even with their kids. They they break rules. They feel superior, like you deserve to be taken advantage of. Yeah. So that's antisocial personality disorder.
Little empathy.
Right. Little to no empathy. Yeah.
Yep. And then if it goes on, it could split off into either sociopath or psychopath.
So a psychopath is more charming, like think of Ted Bundy. They're charming on the surface, often playful, strategic. So psychopaths are much more strategic. Sociopaths are more volatile. They're more messy. Oh, guys, I promise I am right.
I'm just following along. I'm trying to follow along. Can you repeat that?
You're confusing it.
Okay,
now. Okay.
Just keep going.
Sociopaths are volatile, impulsive, and hot-tempered. So a lot of the times their crimes are messier, while psychopaths are more calculated. And their crimes are usually more organized and premeditated acts. Sociopaths are usually not premeditated and they just go on impulse. Melissa doesn't believe me, listeners, because she read one book on sociopaths.
Yeah, but I read murder books all the time.
Books about murder. It's gonna be some nice blank air.
No, because I'm gonna edit it.
Yeah. I know I'm right.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you. Leave it in of you being so wrong.
Don't leave all that in.
Leave some of it in.
Just say you were wrong and leave that in.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so real life figures often described as psychopath is like Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and John Gacy.
Oh, yeah.
And notable
sociopaths
or fictional portrayals of sociopaths is Tommy DeVito from Goodfellas, Tony Montana, and Tom Hardy's Bronson.
You see, that's where I got confused with all of this.
And real life figures often described as sociopaths. One of them is Charles Manson.
Helter Skelter.
Because I'm sick.
Yeah, see, this is where I got confused because some people in gangs could classify as sociopath.
Okay, well, you know why? Because I have some more.
Oh, okay. There's
more information.
Edutainment here.
More edutainment. Well, so a lot of times even someone who has been through a lot of trauma can seem cut off, withdrawn, and mirror some of the same traits as a sociopath, like somebody who dissociates. But do you know what the difference is between someone who dissociates and a sociopath?
No. Tell us.
I will tell you. It's my time to talk about DID finally.
Your time to shine.
My time to shine. Is someone who is dissociating, the empathy comes back. A sociopath doesn't. It does not come back for them, the empathy or the remorse.
Sociopaths have no empathy.
Nope.
None.
So what was your question? I'm sorry.
I think she just answered her whole entire question.
The end.
Quickest podcast we've done.
In 20 minutes.
Shrink wrap was short.
I never want to ask a question.
And then we
ever
just had Liz tell us all the differences between psychopath and sociopath. Give us some examples. See you next time.
This is how Liz runs sessions.
Oh my god.
Was there a question though?
There was a question. Yeah.
Oh, something about pop culture.
Yeah, how does
right,
it like
right.
different like from clinical? Because I mean, we are therapists,
Right.
so like what's I feel like the movies really try to portray it differently sometimes than what we actually, because we're not diagnosing anyone as a sociopath or a psychopath. It
When
would be
I haven't.
it would
And
be
that's what I was going to ask.
well,
like,
no, it'd be
right, antisocial personality disorder would be the diagnosis. Right.
Yes.
So do we feel we're treating that? I've treated a lot of people, and especially in treatment centers, addiction can look like antisocial personality disorder a lot. I talk about that in my class, about how a lot of people with addictions steal, a lot of people with addictions, don't seem to have empathy. They'll steal from their own family. Like, they do a lot of things that are very antisocial. But you can't really diagnose them with antisocial personality disorder until you take the addiction out of the picture. So in thinking of how much time I've spent in addiction treatment, and I've worked with a lot of criminals. This is kind of a callback, I guess, to when we were talking about working with men and you breaking men.
Yes.
I haven't broken men, but when I worked with a group of like probation and parole people, I mean, maybe some of them had antisocial personality disorder, but I don't know that I've ever been like, wow, I can't work with that person. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't know if you guys have watched The Sopranos, but the idea there is Tony Soprano is antisocial personality disorder. He has a therapist, Dr. Melfi, right? And Dr. Melfi's seeing him, and eventually as the series goes on, some of her colleagues are like, you can't help him. Like, he's always going to be this, like, you can't help somebody with that disorder. And I don't know that I've ever seen that. I don't know that I've ever seen anyone that I didn't think could be helped. I don't know if I've worked with anyone with genuine antisocial personality disorder or that was a sociopath or a like, I've definitely not worked with people that were the level of what, as your question posits, right? At that level, Breaking Bad, they say he's a sociopath, right? Or, yeah, he would be a sociopath, I think. I didn't watch Breaking Bad. Walter White, I think he's in my book under antisocial personality disorder. When I say my book, I mean the textbook I use in my psychopathology class.
Yeah, he would be, I guess, considered a
they put
sociopath.
him. There's some little young king from Game of Thrones. I never watched.
Oh,
that show
yeah.
either.
Oh, he would.
I didn't watch Breaking Bad. I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
He would be a sociopath.
A sociopath.
A sociopath.
Right? I don't know that I've ever seen anyone that's doing that level of, like, murdering people or whatever they're doing, right? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're usually getting help.
And, yeah. I mean, if they are, it's in prison situations usually,
And
or
that's
forensic
what
psychology.
my research said, is most of the time it's court-ordered
Which we call forensic psychology.
I don't think homicide is a criteria for it.
No, it wouldn't
No,
be.
No,
it's not.
it's not.
No, you don't have to kill someone.
Yeah, to be diagnosed, I guess.
Right. But I think a psychopath or a sociopath, that's what we're looking at. Like,
No, but I don't
everyone
think so.
she named, can you go back to your list of names? Like, aren't they all murderers?
Those are.
Yes.
These three are the psychopath. These three psychopaths are serial killers.
Right.
Yeah, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and
Okay, but
Gacy,
so
or
now
whatever his name was.
yeah.
And
ask
then
ChatGPT.
when you went to the other one that was sociopaths, Manson murdered people. Who else was on there? What were some of the fictional ones?
I only
Tony
got
Montana.
Tony Montana.
Yeah,
He murdered people.
Tommy DeVito.
I don't. Oh, in Goodfellas.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Hot-tempered, reckless, easily set off.
Is that the Joe Pesci character?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know which
know.
character. I love Goodfellas. Great movie. I never memorized all their names, but I assume Joe Pesci. He was the worst out of all of them. Like, he shot a guy just because he said something, like shot him in the foot, and then he came back complaining about his foot and he shot him dead. You know what I mean? Like, later, like a week later, after he got his foot bandaged and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm assuming it's him. So yes, like, these are all people that murdered people. Are you going to call someone a psychopath? You said, I'm sorry, Mel. I feel like I've cut you off, and you were saying you read in your book Sociopath.
I read in my book Sociopath. Some of them actually fight against the urge to hurt people. So those that realize that there's something wrong with them and realize that they don't have empathy and are trying to figure out what's wrong with me, they end up going to therapy. There is like a group of people with antisocial personality disorder that could classify as sociopath. I'm not sure about psychopath, but my book was Sociopath. She became a psychologist because she realized that she was a sociopath, and in trying to figure out how to be a better person, she realized that there was very little treatment for sociopathy, and she really didn't even get close to like killing someone, but she made a treatment for it. So she's a psychologist that specializes in sociopathy. It's very interesting. Her name is Patrick Gange.
So is guilt the only thing that separates us?
But, okay, is empathy and guilt.
Yeah, empathy and guilt.
I mean, does that even? Because what Mel was just saying is in the book Sociopath, some of them felt they had urges and they were like, this is no good. And then they went to therapy. Because, all right, and this will relate to my question that's coming next.
Oh, okay.
Next
Good.
podcast.
Keep them,
Because I think all three of us have taken the new personality self-portrait, right? I used it in my class, and I think it's a great like personality quiz. And they're all related to personality disorders. Like, not all of them, because the personality
that is
disorders,
a very cool one that you had.
right?
Yeah.
Have the personality disorders have. There's only 10 personality disorders, and there's like 13 or 14 different personality styles in that book. But the 10 that are related, and the other ones are related to previous personality disorders that are no longer recognized by the DSM. This is too technical, but I guess what I was going to bring up is, and I don't usually share this because it's kind of embarrassing for a therapist, right? But the one I score highest on is the one that is most related to antisocial personality disorder, which is kind of what Mel was getting at by pointing out how bad a kid I was, right? Like oppositional defiant disorder, which is a callback to other episodes where, yes, I do seem to have that. Like, I don't like people bossing me around or whatever and so forth. So I feel like we can be on that continuum. Like, maybe when Mel was describing the continuum, like we can end up somehow, whether it's genetic or environmental or a combination, end up at like having that personality style, which according to that book is called adventurous, right? Like they don't stick around, they don't stay at jobs very long. That was very true of me up until I moved here. Like the longest job I ever had before I came to Florida was 5 years. Now I have my own practice. I've been teaching at FIU for 18 years, so very different, right? But there was a lot of things that are like in line with antisocial personality disorder, but not to that extent where I'm getting in trouble or anything like that. And then had some of my childhood experiences been different, or had I not gotten therapy when I did, or whatever the case is, I might have developed antisocial personality disorder. And according to Mel's thing, I might have eventually been murdering people or otherwise been a psycho. I would have been a sociopath, not a psychopath.
Oh, you think you would have been more messy?
I think
More impulsive.
more volatile and impulsive. Yeah, that's how I see myself. Like, I could also go the other way.
Yeah.
Like I could also, like I have plotted the demise of people in my head, right? But I've never acted on it. Yeah, I guess. But that was more sloppy, right? Like if I'm just shooting through the wall. She doesn't live there anymore.
Oh, she moved?
She heard the podcast.
She heard the episode for sure.
Feared her safety.
I'm just kidding. She moved. She did move out like within a week of that. I'm sure it's coincidental.
She's a secret fan.
I'm positive. She's a super fan. Yeah.
No, because she does not engage with us.
Right.
She does not qualify.
Oh, we can make another
commented.
tier, like secret super fan.
Yeah, there's secret super
All
fans
right,
out
you
there.
guys are in charge of this. But I guess what I'm saying is I have plotted the demise of people and thought about how to get away with it, but I've never done that, right? I just find them amusing thoughts. Like, it's dark. I was just talking to a client earlier, and I was saying, like, I have dark thoughts, and you know what I mean? But I do think I would be a messier antisocial personality disordered person, so I would probably be a sociopath, not a psychopath.
Yeah. I think Mel, now you identify probably as a psychopath.
But I also think
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not be messy at all.
Okay. That's scary. Like that
She
whole
has
segment was
pure
just a
joy.
little scary.
Like,
I
she has
know.
You better do that a nice clip and I can't have my anymore. I'm gonna
No,
have
no.
little devil
Yeah, a
ears.
little devil something.
I feel pure joy raining off of Mel as we're talking about this today.
I guess
I don't know why I love
I
this
feel
topic.
like yeah.
Barry doesn't.
What do you feel?
Like none of us have experience with that. I feel because we work in like if we worked in prison, maybe we would. But because of where we work,
I do. You keep cutting me off, and I can't tell you.
Oh, she does have experience.
I really do. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about this, I think this is what unlocked my interest in it within the last year and a half, probably. I did have a client that met criteria for antisocial personality disorder 100%. This person did have trauma growing up and did follow in the trajectory of antisocial personality with ODD and conduct disorder. And this person has not murdered anyone.
Like you could tell us
Yeah.
if they had.
Well, I'm trying to be as
right.
non-identifying as possible. But
So some of this is fictional.
yes. Yeah. Some of it will be fictional as I share. It's like collect my thoughts with what I want to share. But okay. But to answer your question that you said about if that you've never had a client that you felt like you couldn't work with. Right. Well, I really wanted to believe that I could help this client, and it was very taxing for me as a therapist because up until then I didn't feel like I had ever had a client that I couldn't help. And it changed for me when I started to like be afraid, right? And I really didn't think that this person would hurt me, but they were so cold and calculating, not very messy. So maybe
Psychopath.
maybe more psychopath now that you mentioned that. This person wasn't very into getting better. It was really hard to get them to see that part, which is different from like the book Sociopath that I read, where she really did want to get better in the book.
Wouldn't that be empathy though from her?
No, it wasn't empathy. It was more she was really angry with herself that she couldn't feel sadness for something. That client that I had is really what unlocked this interest of mine. And so then I went down this rabbit hole of learning about sociopaths and psychopaths and antisocial personality disorder and all my books about murder.
There are definitely people I haven't helped, right? And I'm not trying to say I can help anyone, and I don't know that I even believe I can. I just don't feel like I haven't felt that anyone is like you felt. Like I'm not helping this person, and maybe they're antisocial person. I guess I've never just felt that. I mean, I have definitely worked with people that I'm like, they don't want to get better, right?
Yeah.
Also,
for sure.
another thing about antisocial personality disorder is people channel it in socially acceptable directions. Like they say some CEOs are probably antisocial personality disorder. Like they're destroying the world, making a profit for everybody that's a shareholder, but they don't care about anything else but their shareholders and their own profit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't think I've worked with people that are that single-minded about it. Do you have follow-up questions, Liz?
Do you think that humans would function better without guilt, or would society collapse?
Definitely a collapse in society. That's like that book, Lord of the Flies. Right. But it was just...
You're just the scholar.
Oh my God. Look at me. I just read so much.
Quoting all the books you read.
I know.
No, but Lord of the Flies is more about no society, right? Like no order.
I think evolutionary psychology says the reason we have guilt is to function as a community and as a society. So I think we need it for that purpose. Imagine if I could just do whatever I wanted and didn't feel guilt, like you guys would push me out, at least evolutionary wise, right? When we were talking about living in tribes. So if I did things and didn't have any guilt about it, you would have forced me out, right? But I have, when I'm like, I'm sorry, I feel so bad I did that, then it helps my chances of staying in the group, which then helps my chances of survival. So the idea, evolutionary psychology wise, is we have guilt strictly because it's instilled in us to help us survive by getting along with other people. So to answer your question, yeah, I think we have to have it. Like, I think, honestly, I do feel, this is a little, I'm going to divert a little bit.
It's okay.
But I feel that empathy, and this isn't just a feeling, like studies of empathy have shown it's decreasing. Like in the last 20 years or 30 years, empathy has been decreasing. I heard this on a podcast probably like 6 or 7 years ago. So it might be coming back at this point. I could have old data. But one of the things I've noticed is people do generally seem less concerned about other people. Maybe I'm just getting old and I'm getting grouchy, but I feel like I'm constantly like, yeah, just think about yourself. Yeah, just think about yourself. Like people driving, people in stores, people, like I just feel that, and I didn't feel this way as much when I was in Spain. Honestly, like it might be cultural, but I feel like here I am constantly thinking about how selfish people are and how they just don't give a shit about rules or about courtesy. Like I don't feel like there's much courtesy, much courtesy as there used to be.
I agree with you.
And I feel like this goes back to like, it can relate to the guilt thing. Like I feel like we're getting worse and worse as humans, in line with like looking out for each other or a sense of community or like courtesy.
No, I agree with that.
There's a lot of entitlement nowadays.
Yes.
And I think
entitlement also
that's very negative.
Right.
I think people think they kind of just deserve something just because. And why? Like what Barry just said, why in Spain did he feel such a stark contrast?
I mean, where I was in Spain is a much smaller town, right? It has a bigger sense of community. Like people, even though it's like, I don't consider it a town. Like I see it as, it's reasonably sized. I don't know what the population of Congas is, okay, but they call it a town. And when I would walk around with my daughter and her partner, they knew so many people. Like, people would stop and like, hey, how you doing? Like, like that doesn't even happen in Plantation to me. You know what I mean? Which I consider a town. Like if I walk to like I don't know. I don't see the sense of community that we used to have. And I think, like, your question is, how did we get here? I feel like technological advancements have made it easier and easier and easier to be by ourselves. Yeah. Like, there was a podcast I listened to a couple years ago, such a great podcast episode from the Happiness Lab, actually called Erroneously Seeking Aloneness. And ever since the invention of the ATM is their premise, like we've gotten less and less interactive. Like now, if you want coffee, you can just order it on your phone, pick it up, and never speak to another human.
That's true.
Right? ATMs, same thing. Like, none of us go to ATMs anymore because that's even becoming obsolete. But ever since they were invented, you didn't go in the bank and talk to the teller. Like, there's just been less and less need to interact. And without the need to interact, we're choosing to not interact, which then makes that may be part of the reason we're becoming more self-centered. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe. I'm just winging it here. Those things are facts. Like the podcast puts forth that we are interacting less. And what actually makes us happier is actually interacting with people. I was just saying this to a friend over the weekend. Like, he was inviting me somewhere, and I was like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Because I don't like to leave my apartment, even though I'm by myself so much. And I was like, I have to push myself to go to these things because I know I'm happier when I go, but I have to push myself, right? And there's no need to do that like with technology, we don't have to push ourselves to interact with anyone anymore. Like as we're getting more and more technologically advanced, we're becoming less and less community based. We're spending less and less time talking to other people. Therefore, we're having less and less guilt, maybe more entitlement. And here we are. Like I was saying, I started this little tangent on I find people to be less considerate, less courteous, less, you know.
Because you were talking about Spain, maybe smaller towns have more community. We live in a big city area.
Right. And in that town, I mean, there's probably a few Spanish chains, but there's no Starbucks, there's no McDonald's. There's
everything is like mom
everything
and
is
pops.
like it's owned by somebody in the community usually, you know. Not everything. You know, I'm sure there's chain pharmacies and chain food where you go food shopping, but the big chains, the Americanization hasn't affected them as much yet, I would say. Also, they take a break and like they have, I don't know, like I've asked other people that are Latinx if they've heard of this, but it's like vermouth hour, like on like
siesta.
It's like siesta, except they go somewhere and they sit down and they have a beer and they talk, especially on the weekend at like 2 p.m.
That's unheard of.
It's
How
like,
beautiful.
It is.
I love that.
Like it was so, like I am not a very, very social person. Like I'm really not. I'm introverted, number one. Like that's like part of my personality is introverted. I'm on the scale for antisocial personality disorder, not antisocial.
I was gonna say
I'm winning. I am fucking winning.
I was gonna.
I am winning. After this episode and last episode and the episode before, you guys are in the dust.
Winner.
You have said nothing
disclosing.
personal.
Nothing.
She's
I'm
talked
trying
about
to
books
think.
she's read,
I'm
and you have said nothing personal.
I've done nothing.
You said no. You brought the questions, but you've said nothing personal. So I am
trying to think.
winning.
Winning.
Okay.
Actually,
But what I was saying,
did say I would be a psychopath.
you did. We didn't spend enough time on
Well,
that.
yeah,
in my
we just
opinion.
right after Mel just happily like
Well, it's
sat
because,
there.
like, literally, it was a little scary. Like, she was like, I would be a psychopath. Like, that picture that I look so psycho in, that was her at that moment. Like,
That was
yeah.
We could go back to that. But anyways, you were saying.
moving on.
I'm gonna go back to that.
Here's
for a
Mel.
second.
We didn't spend enough time on me being a psychopath. And then as soon as we go back to it,
Anyways,
we can come back to that later.
Well, I was gonna say something first, and then I could go back to my psychopathy. But when you were talking about community, I feel like that's what I'm doing here.
Yeah,
just
I
Mel.
agree.
Just me.
Just Mel is doing that, not me, who also is.
You're the Rottweiler.
No, but okay.
People are scared of you here. You're not creating a sense of community, Liz.
I am not creating a safe place.
No,
People don't want to talk. Like, my poll of people here has been they are most scared of you. And they're probably, when you come in, they're like, whoa. Like,
The boss is here.
When Mel is like radiates, even though she's probably a psychopath, she radiates
So I'm
positivity.
a sociopath and Mel is a psychopath.
I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm
Well-
not saying you're a psychopath or a sociopath.
Well, I am more
Messy?
and Mel is more charming.
Right.
Wow. We
Right.
just give Mel so many compliments all the time.
I mean, it has led us to believe that I'm a psychopath. So I don't know who's winning here today. But what I was saying is that I love when everybody gathers in the lounge and drinks their cafecito, thanks to Gio and Steph. Trying to build some community here at Full Circle Therapy.
I feel like you have done that from what I can see.
Just Mel. Just Mel.
Yeah, we've established that, Liz. They are scared of you. You have created
I feel like you're the
an
more
atmosphere
like
of fear.
you're the more
How did you
follow
make
the rules.
I
How did you make me? Ooh, the family dynamics are coming out.
I know, you made me bad cop. You made me the bad cop.
How did you make me the bad one?
But actually, fine.
Do you see what you're doing here?
I follow the rules. That's true. And I have a problem because Mel does not follow the rules. If there is a rule, I am following it. So, yes, actually, I follow the rules.
Right.
Okay,
and,
there
and
you
you then try to make everyone follow the rules.
Yeah, she gets angry.
I get, like when people don't follow the rules. Yeah, like follow the rules.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, nah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Like today, Mel said someone I know didn't get a job because of a location. And Mel was like, why didn't they just lie about where they lived?
That really bothered me.
Follow rules.
Right.
It wasn't me, but I would.
So I don't know where I fall. Like, I think some rules need to be followed, and I think other rules are bullshit, and I don't follow them.
No, I think all rules need to be followed.
All rules, even a rule that's like stupid.
Yeah.
I'm-
Because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble.
Right.
I hate getting in trouble.
Okay. But because of that, you've created an atmosphere of fear.
Okay, but anyways, I didn't do it to you. That's what I wanted to get back at.
Okay. Sure.
You're your own person. As am I. Anyways, so are we gonna talk about
What?
I thought you guys wanted to get back to the talking about
You being a psychopath?
Mhm.
Well, I think we need to acknowledge she's not a psychopath.
Thank you.
Right? Because she would have to have met criteria for antisocial personality disorder and then gone further than that, which according to everyone we named that was a psychopath,
They're
like
murderers.
murdered people and got away with it for a while.
We took these. Do you remember what your results were? Mm-hmm. So the test you were talking, the new age personality that we will.
Not new age. Not new age.
What is it?
What is that? Like, I'm an Aries and I'm,
The
what
ri-
else would
I'm
be
a
new
rising
age?
sun Libra.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be new age.
that's new age.
No, what
It was the
called?
new personality self-portrait,
Okay.
Oh, it did have new in
had
it.
New age. I don't know where I
Yes.
got that from.
but not age.
Okay, but the new. Fine.
Yeah.
What is
All
it?
right.
New what?
The New Personality Self-Portrait by John Oldham, if you're interested in getting the book. Great personality test, probably the best personality test I've taken,
Yes.
personally.
Yeah, but actually mine did I score adventures in there?
No.
Yes, you did.
She did.
Oh, he remembers. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
adventures.
What did I score?
Wait, I'm not done.
Doesn't fucking remember. That's why I said it. He doesn't.
I do.
We
Give me
do.
a second.
Dependent. There's dependent.
Yeah, devoted. I was
But
going to say
you just
devoted.
cheated.
No, I was literally going to say devoted. That's where I was going. I was trying
That's
to.
where he was going.
That is, I promise you.
Okay.
Like, I could lie, but I'm not.
Okay.
Like, I was going to say devoted. But I was trying to remember all three because I couldn't remember what other one.
I remember one was like for OCD.
Oh, conscientious.
Conscientious.
I can see you. That's a rule following thing.
What was yours?
Mine was adventurous. What's the narcissistic one?
Oh, because then I started calling you a narcissist for like a month.
Oh, I know you were. You were calling her a narcissist for a while.
For a
the
while.
narcissistic one is, self-confident is narcissistic.
Which
I knew it was
love the term.
I knew it was self-something. Self-confident.
I remember, and I like went through the book because what's really cool about this personality test also is that it even in the book gives you like ways to like
Work on it.
like work
Yeah,
on it,
work
which
on
was
it.
super cool.
And
Yeah.
also, if you're partnered with someone
Oh yes,
and you're really interested, if they want to know how to deal with you better, or if
Yes.
you've given them the test, you can learn how to deal with them better. Yeah, both of those. I love that book, actually. I used it in one of my classes,
Yeah. Well, that's probably why you remember it so well.
but I
also.
remember mine.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
because I read them and I was like, this is so me.
But you also talk about it each semester.
Right. Well, not each semester. 2 semesters.
Oh, 2 semesters.
Yeah, spring
a
and
year.
summer.
Okay, often.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I remember mine because when I read it, and I say this to clients that I give it to sometimes. I gave it to a client recently. I said, I felt like this nailed me more than any other. Like, no personality test is going to nail you,
yeah.
right? Like, completely, because we're all different in some regards. But I felt like that one was like, wow, I understand myself now.
Yes,
when I
was.
read it.
I liked reading through the book for that one too. I really liked it helping you how to like work on it.
If you want to work
that
on
was
it.
really
Yeah.
cool.
But I think it's important to go back to what you said, that how I could have some antisocial personality traits. I think what offsets it is how I scored on
Some of the other.
yeah, how
Yeah,
I
some of the
scored
other.
high on devoted,
Right.
right? Which
Which is like, okay, so antisocial personality disorder is kind of like having no, like you're more about you, right? Like you think people are responsible for themselves, but then devoted is like, I need to take care of people and people need to take care of me. Yeah. So
it offsets
I feel like it balances it.
which is why I'm not.
And I think somebody that maybe goes into psychopathy or becomes a sociopath, they probably don't have balancing personality aspects, right? So that they end up like, you know,
right.
yeah, they end up too much that, and also we can't negate like what they've been through.
Right, the trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma, I think, plays a big role.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
And not feeling cared for as a child, right? Like a lot of times
Well,
they have
even
abusive parents.
Nature and nurture.
Yeah.
Abandonment.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, good thing that I didn't have like some major trauma in my life.
Good thing.
Good
Right.
thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you might have
Murdered
instead of having a therapeutic environment full of community, you might have bodies buried throughout South Florida.
Yep.
Right.
Maybe she would have
Good thing.
ran a
Quite
gang or something.
Yeah.
Ran a girl gang. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But I don't. Actually, I have a different kind of girl gang here.
Right. Positive.
A positive.
Look at that reframe.
I know.
Yeah, we also have boys here too.
Yeah. I mean, there's more girls than boys,
Yeah.
but
Well, that's typical
yeah.
therapy.
I feel like the boys are part of the girl gang.
I think they would.
I mean, when you work with so many
Yeah,
women.
they're just part of the girls.
Great.
Cool.
All right.
Were there any
So,
other questions or are we done?
I think that was it. Do we have enough?
So what should we do about society devolving into
I know.
self-centered?
How do we change the world?
Hello.
Oh, Melissa's
Therapy.
gonna change the world.
We have to all put in our part. We have to make an effort. And that's why I am so big on therapists having a community. And, you know,
Okay.
I really am all about peace and love, truly. I love reading books about murder.
I was like, you do not love reading about peace and love.
I don't like reading about peace and love.
I do.
But I
love
think
to
it's
read
part
about
of that balance. It's part of the balance. I find it intriguing to read about murder and stuff.
I used to. Not anymore. I can't do it anymore.
But I really feel I am a positive person.
I do
Peace and
perceive
light.
you as a positive
We know.
person.
We know.
But I think you need a channel. Like, be proud of who you are.
I am.
Yeah.
I am
Like, embrace it.
Yeah.
so positive.
Own it.
I think like I try to be about peace and love, but it's really a struggle
Yeah, it's hard.
for me.
It's really hard.
For me,
For
like
me,
I think with
yeah, I
like since
relate.
we both scored on the antisocial side of the personality thing, I find it much more difficult to be peace and love. Like I read so much philosophy about Buddhism, which is
Yeah.
kind of peace and love. And I'm not Buddhist. I try to make that clear, but I like the philosophy. You know, I'm vegetarian, but well, not vegetarian. I'm pescatarian because I don't believe in killing animals. Like I try to
I don't
be
think I knew
that.
that.
I've meditated on compassion, and there's a meditation called Metta, which I have tattooed right there.
Oh, yeah.
Metta meditation, which is about loving kindness. Like I have, and yet,
And yet,
and yet, here we are. I'm not.
Here we are.
Yeah, interesting.
yeah.
You're doing a much better job of making it a part of your life
Thank you.
and balancing it than I am. I think.
Yeah. No, there was
Liz,
this-
how are you trying to spread peace and love?
We just established she reigns with fear.
I know, but I feel like I established how I like murder stuff, but how
Right.
I'm trying to do peace and love.
Okay.
Barry said how he's trying to do peace and love. You know, he's even like trying to tattoo it all over his body.
I do this thing now that Mel knows that because yes, it is more difficult for me since me and Mel are together 90% of the time. I look at Mel's facial reactions and I mimic them. So
You copy my
I
face.
copy Mel's face. I'm trying to
Lighten up?
lighten up. So if if we're having like a conversation with someone, and normally I know my face would probably be maybe a little bit more stoned, cold lately, what I've been doing is I look at Mel and she's like, so I've been like, oh, okay, that's my cue. So I'm like, okay.
Wow.
Wow.
No,
I'm just picturing you sitting there and Mel, like I hope people can't, like, sometimes we talk as if everyone sees us.
I know, it's hard.
And we're on.
I know, we're on.
It is a podcast. I prefer they don't watch it.
There's videos.
I know, but I
now.
prefer they don't watch
Okay.
it. But
Why?
like, I don't know.
You're the one that put it on YouTube for everybody to see.
Because people asked me to. I didn't want to do that. People asked me, can you put students, when we made them listen, like not made them, but when we encouraged them to listen with extra credit, they asked if I could put it on YouTube, so I put it on YouTube. Yeah.
Teaching now.
It's happening.
Oh, do it on like.
I'm doing it our next podcast.
Oh, for your question?
Will be an extra credit.
Oh, and for my sister-in-law, you should make it harder.
Oh, she's not in the.
Yes, she is.
She's not in the class that it's going to be extra credit for. I teach fourth class.
Can you make it for her class?
No.
He gave her a hard time.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, you told it? Did she tell you?
No, I didn't. I don't.
No.
Did she complain about me? Because
No.
I feel like I was too hard on her.
Oh, no. Is this recent? I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was last Wednesday. First day of class. I was like,
oh, yeah.
I told her she doesn't pay attention. I told the whole class she doesn't pay attention.
Oh.
Anyhow, I totally forgot where
were we going with this?
I don't know.
Well, I asked you how are you bringing peace and light to the community?
Oh, I know, because she said she mimics your face.
Oh, yes.
Right? So you make like a really excited face, and then, but that makes you sound like a psychopath.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I know.
Like,
and
it's like you're looking around going, what is the appropriate facial expression right now? Oh, glee.
That's what I do.
I do glee. Like, you don't feel it. You're just doing it, which psychology does say if you smile, it releases happy chemicals. So.
Oh, actually, I'm going to share this with the world. Have I shared this before?
Oh, my God.
One of the most beneficial things that I learned when I started high school was day one. It was high school orientation, and this girl went up there to talk to us about our high school experience. And she said to us, if you're ever nervous and you're scared that somebody's not going to like you, or you're, anxious to be in this new big school, then just know that as long as you smile, it's very difficult for someone not to smile back at you when you smile at them.
That's true. Okay.
And I swear I do this everywhere. I'll be at freaking Publix and I'm like, smiling.
She's such a happy person.
I do. And people smile back at me.
Oh.
Right, because it's hard not to.
Yeah.
According to.
And I feel like I
high
told
schools
you
do
this
that.
one time and you felt very betrayed that I hadn't told you that sooner in life.
Oh, I remember this conversation. Yeah. I mean, and interesting enough, I don't fall anywhere on the
Adventurous scale.
Antisocial.
Yeah, I don't. I'm more OCD.
That is interesting. Right.
Follow the rules.
Right.
More.
We're nearing
The intro.
10 episodes, which is the end of season 2. Remember?
Wait,
What do we do? What are
I
we gonna
think
do?
at the end of season 2 is when we do our meet and greet.
We'll have a wrap party. A wrap party for season.
That's
season
like
Shrink.
that's
A wrap
this
up.
is episode 8.
Okay, so
9,
2
10.
more.
Yeah, another month.
Yes.
That's perfect.
All right.
In
All right.
like I said, in October.
Oh,
And then we're taking a break, or
no.
God, no.
Okay,
God,
no.
no,
We're
we're
just
not.
gonna have a wrap party and
Yeah.
start all over.
And
again.
then the following
Nothing
week.
will have changed.
And then the next
Nothing
week
will have changed.
we'll say welcome
All
to
right, cool. All right.
season 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, guys. So I hope everyone didn't hate my question, although Barry might have. A little bit. It's okay.
Did I?
You said you did. So
I said I hate this question.
Something along those
something
lines.
along those lines.
Wow. My bad.
I don't want to ask any more questions.
Every third week.
Yeah, we're gonna keep making you do it. Even though you don't
Yeah,
want
you're
to.
not getting out of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
You can look. A lot of my questions come from listeners,
okay
from
guys.
our super
So
fans.
super fans, help a girl out.
Who are your super fans? Like, not that they're my
Gabby.
super fans. They're our super
Yeah.
fans, but they, like, there's people
They
that know
speak
each
to
of
you.
us.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So they speak to. My daughter isn't going to email you guys. You know what I mean?
She could.
Like, she's not gonna. She's gonna. Right. So who communicates with you?
Our cousin
Gabby. For
Gabby.
Oh, but she communicates with her also?
Yeah.
Or mostly with you?
We have mutual super fans.
Yeah, we have mutual super fans. All right. And that's a wrap of another episode of Therapist Say. I'm your host, Mel.
I'm your other hostess.
I'm your co-host, Barry.
The end. And that's a wrap on this episode of Therapist Say. Your copay is emotional vulnerability and a 5-star review. Whether you're here for the chaos, the clinical insight, or just to feel better about your own life choices, then thanks for hanging out. New episodes drop monthly, so don't ghost us, follow along, and come back for more rants, realizations, and whatever this is.